I live in constant fear for myself, my wife, and for my youngest daughter. It's like we're under siege in our own home. This is what I have to do to ensure our safety. At night, I put our house in complete lockdown. There's a latch right here. Push this one, latch it, lock it. I put my 9-year-old in there with my wife in our bedroom. I lock it on both sides. I don't know if they're picking the lock, and I would take this, wrap it around a couple times. And then I go up to my 9-year-old's room, and behind the door, I'll put a bunch of toys. So if someone wants to potentially come in and get me, they'll knock down all the toys and it'll wake me up and I can go. I don't know if Madison is gonna attack us with the knife or not, but I don't wanna find out.
The teen is committing the crime, the parent is serving the time. They are actually imprisoned in their own home. When Tom retired from the Army after 27 years of service, he says he entered a new war zone in his own home. Now, Tom and his wife Karen say they have lost control of their 15-year-old, car stealing, drug taking, and abusive daughter Madison. Now, when we talked to her, completely different story. She said, "Oh, I'm just a fun-loving teen. They just blow everything out of proportion." We talked to the school. I mean, you got a letter from the school regarding her attendance. They say she had 7 excused absences, 18 unexcused absences for a total of 25, 10 tardies. They say your child's absences this school year have been excessive. Yeah. So how's she doing academically? She's not going to school.
She's failing.
I don't think she's passing the course.
So with all of these crimes going on, you've not done much on the prosecutorial side.
No, sir. It's been me on this one. We've discussed it, but that's correct. I've dropped them over and over again.
Okay, and you dropped the charges. Why?
She's my daughter, and I don't want to negatively impact her future. As much as I want this to be a difference maker for her to go through the judicial system, in the end, I don't want to crucify her. I want her to have an opportunity at going to college, getting her graduate degree, not only the undergrad, but getting the graduate degree, having a nice family, and moving on and having a bright future. And I feel like this would be a showstopper. But I recognize where we're at with all this activity. She might
So you've not held her accountable. In fact, you've dropped the charges, gone and picked her up, gotten her out. How's that working for you?
It's not.
So, I mean, I'm one of those people that believes first loss, best loss. If you'd drawn a hard line in the sand and she had dealt with hard consequences the first time and realized when I choose the behavior, I choose the consequences, and they are dire, do you think that she might have thought twice about jumping in a car, participating in an armed robbery, getting in a serious car crash? This wasn't an accident, this was a crash. There's a difference between an accident and a crash.
Right.
I would hope so. We've been F-bombed so many times about how she doesn't care.
When we do discipline, there's no line in the sand. We discipline, whether it's the taking away of the phone or telling her she can't go out, and she's jumped off the second story of our house to get out. We'll tell her, no, you can't do this, no, you can't go there. She will literally, or she'll wait till we go to sleep and leave for days. Not just, a couple hours, overnight. She's been picked up at a park at 2 a.m. with my 13-year-old daughter. Police knocking on my door at 2 a.m., bringing them home.
Well, my philosophy is you avoid confrontation with your children at all cost. Anything you can do to avoid confrontation, you do, because you want to work with them. You want to guide them. You want to redirect them. You want to work with them. You avoid confrontation if you can. But if you have a confrontation, you don't ever lose.